Hello everybody, Chris here, and in this video I want to show you guys how you can remove some of the background noise from your video inside of DaVinci Resolve 16. So for this tutorial, I've created an intentionally bad audio clip, which it's going to be nearly impossible to remove all of the background noise, but we can tone it down a little bit. And the point I want to make with this is that although you can remove some of the background noise inside of And the point I want to make with this is that you can remove some of the background noise after you've already recorded your audio, but obviously recording in a clean room that's free from noise is going to give you much better results than trying to work on removing it in post-production. So let's go ahead and play this audio clip here. Wow, this room is so noisy, and I really want to remove the noise that's going on here. So as you can hear from the audio clip, I basically meshed myself with the background noise of something like 100 people talking. And so we're going to want to take that background noise and lower it down as much as possible while maintaining my speaking voice and not pulling too much away from the audio quality. So what you can do in DaVinci Resolve in order to do this is to go into the effects library and find audio effects, and there's a tool called noise reduction. It's also possible to use external audio plugins known as VST plugins, which can give you similar results, but those are not specific to the program. So we're going to be focusing on the built-in Fairlight Effects noise reduction tool. So if we drag this onto our audio clip, then we can add noise reduction to this single audio clip. However, I want to point out that if you want to add noise reduction equally all the way across an audio track, for instance, if you had multiple takes with the same microphone in the same room and you want to remove noise from all of them, then it would actually be a better idea, rather than dragging it onto the audio clip, to go to the Fairlight tab. That's the one with the audio symbol at the bottom. Open up and look at the mixer and find the audio track where you need to remove some background noise from. And in that audio track, you can add the noise reduction effect by hitting on the plus sign for effects. Go to noise reduction, Fairlight effects, and then noise reduction. And that would give you the same audio effect, but it applies to all clips on the audio track instead of just one at a time. But for this example, since we're only dealing with one audio clip, I'm going to leave it attached to the clip directly. So when you have your audio clip, you can go to the inspector and scroll down to the bottom for the audio clip. So make sure you have it selected. And then you're going to want to find this noise reduction effect. So open it up. So once you have the window pulled up, you have a few different options for removing some background noise from your clip. So you can toggle noise reduction on and off with this little toggle next to noise reduction here. So you can listen to it without the noise reduction. Wow, this room is so noisy, and I really want to remove the noise that's going on here. And then you can toggle it on to listen to it with noise reduction. Wow, this room is so noisy, and I really want to remove the noise that's going on here. So you have a couple different modes to work with here. And in most cases, if you are doing spoken dialogue, then auto speech mode is going to basically be what you need. So if you just leave it on the default settings and you go over to auto speech mode, you make sure that noise reduction is enabled on, and then you go ahead and hit play. Wow, this room is so noisy, and I really want to remove the noise that's going on here. Then you should almost immediately notice an improvement in the amount of background noise in your audio without removing too much of the main spoken audio. So I find that that's what you want in most cases, actually. In order to see how much background noise you're actually removing, toggle listen to noise only. And now when you have noise reduction on, it's only going to be playing back the noise that is actually being removed. It's not going to be playing the audio as it sounds, just the amount that's removed. And this is helpful for if you go to manual mode and you want to play around with the settings and see how much background noise you can pull out. In general, it's more helpful to listen to what's being removed than what remains, I find. So let's go ahead and play it with the auto speech mode on here. Okay, so you could definitely hear that there was some noise there, but what's really key is that you don't hear any of the words I was speaking into that audio clip showing up as the noise only, which means that all of the words are not really being removed from in any meaningful way. And so that's going to give you about as good of a result as you can hope for with spoken audio. Now, there are other functions worth mentioning. You can click on the reset noise profile at the top, and there are dehiss, derumble, and derumble and dehiss. So if you are dealing with a background rumble sound, hissing noises in your audio, or both of those, you can actually change this to one of these modes, in which case you want to leave it on manual, not on auto speech mode. You can see that what happens in the graph is that the purple line goes up to a certain point above the negative 40 decibels. The higher this line is at any particular point, the more of the background, the more noise is being removed at the frequencies as you go from 20 over here on the left for the really low frequencies to 24 on the top. So hissing noises are going to be high frequency. So that's why the way that this frequency chart is built, it tries to remove the really high end noises. Now for this particular clip, it's not going to sound good because those aren't noises we're trying to remove, and having it set up like this may also interfere with the spoken audio. But let's toggle listen to noise only and see what happens here.
This room is so noisy. I really want to remove the noise that's going on here.
So you can hear that with this particular profile, a lot of the spoken audio that we did want to keep actually gets picked up there. And likewise, if we go to derumble, toggle noise only. There's still a little bit of that, not nearly as much. I guess the frequency of my voice is a bit higher and more in this kind of range. And then with derumble and dehiss. Okay, and you can always toggle off the noise only mode to hear it back as it's spoken audio as well. Wow, this room is so noisy, and I really want to remove the noise that's going on here. And then toggle off noise reduction to hear it as it was originally. Wow, this room is so noisy, and I really want to remove the noise that's going on here. So the option that you're going to want to go with is going to be dependent upon exactly what kind of audio clip it is, whether it's spoken audio or more like a sound effect. And also if it's spoken audio as well, auto speech mode is obviously going to be the way to go in most cases. Now there's these pre-made noise profiles, of course, but you may actually find that you want to build a new manual noise profile, especially for clips like this where we're not trying to remove a hiss or a rumble, of course, but we're actually just removing the background noise in general. The way we do that, building our own noise profile, is to use the learn button. So what you can do is move the timeline cursor to a part of your audio clip where only background noise is appearing, no spoken audio, so that you don't pick up the spoken audio on the learning, and then you toggle learn mode on, and you just hit play for a second or two. Longer is better, but you work with what you got. And so really quick, I'm gonna hit play in the timeline here for this noise. Okay, and it should have picked up a little bit there. Now, in this case, the background noise is pretty quiet, so it may not show up here on the chart directly. But if we now turn off learn mode and we toggle on noise only, go to the start, we should be able to hear some of the background noise matching with that learned frequencies in order to remove it from the video. Okay, so there's a little bit there, but maybe it's even too quiet. So the two settings that really matter for controlling what's going to be picked up on the detection are going to be sensitivity. So if you're looking to pick up more stuff, pumping up the sensitivity will usually get you more audio to show up. And the threshold. So the higher the threshold is, the less quiet the audio needs to be in order to remove that from the audio clip. You're going to want to set the threshold somewhere below your spoken voice volume level, because what we're trying to remove is the background noise, not the dialogue itself. So when you play around with the threshold, you can increase it if you want to pick up more noise, but try not to go above the audio level of your spoken audio, or that will get caught up in the noise. And you can always toggle noise only mode, listen to it, and see if you can understand the words that are coming through as noise. If so, you probably need to lower the threshold back down. Okay, I'll toggle off learn mode, and now let's go to the start here and hit play. Okay, so I can definitely hear it there. It's kind of subtle, but let's toggle off noise only mode and try it with noise reduction on. Wow, this room is so noisy, and I really want to remove the noise that's going on here. And then let's toggle noise reduction off. Wow, this room is so noisy, and I really want to remove the noise that's going on here. Okay, so it might be a little hard to tell there. What I'll actually do is increase the clip volume And obviously that's going to distort my spoken audio, but doing this, we'll be able to at least show, hopefully, some of these audio levels that will be learned, so that you can actually see a bit more what's going on. So noise reduction on, toggle learn mode on. Okay, and then we got that little capture there of those background noises, which unfortunately are kind of in a mid-frequency range, because this is kind of spoken audio, but obviously in this case the background audio is people speaking, so it's a little harder to remove that than other noises. So let's go to the start and do it with listen to noise only. Okay, and kind of similar to before, but hopefully you can hear that noise that's being filtered out. And let's play it back one more time with noise only off. Wow, this room is so noisy, and I really want to remove the noise that's going on here. So you can remove a little bit of the noise manually by doing that kind of thing, learning the background noise, having it filter out the frequencies. But usually, as I mentioned near the start of the video, using auto speech mode is going to give you better results anyway. So let's do it one more time with noise listen to noise only. And let's also reset the clip volume. And I can actually hear a little bit of my spoken audio there, so I'm gonna lower the threshold and the sensitivity a bit and make sure that goes away. Okay, maybe the threshold a bit more. Okay, and let's toggle the sensitivity down a little bit more. Okay, and that's pretty good overall. I can still hear it a little bit at the end, but let's see how it sounds with the noise only off. It might still be acceptable, so let's go ahead and hit play. Wow, this room is so noisy, and I really want to remove the noise that's going on here. Okay, and one more time. Wow, this room is so noisy, and I really want to remove the noise that's going on here. Okay, yeah, I actually think with the settings we've got there, that's the best result we've gotten so far. So I'll toggle off the noise reduction one more time so you can hear the original. Wow, this room is so noisy, and I really want to remove the noise that's going on here. And then toggle noise reduction on and play it one more time. Wow, this room is so noisy, and I really want to remove the noise that's going on here. Okay, so hopefully you guys can hear that we can remove a lot of the background noise from a video clip there, even if the background noise is something like loud speaking of a bunch of people. But once again, I want to re-emphasize that in most cases, if you can control the audio that you are recording, whether that's in a studio or on a scene set, that the better the audio is at the moment of recording, the less of a pain it's going to cause you later on when you're actually editing your videos. So this is kind of a backup if, for some reason, some background noise happens to get through. You can still come in here with tools like noise reduction built into DaVinci Resolve, or experiment with some VST plugins in order to remove the background noise from your video. So that's pretty much going to be it for this video in DaVinci Resolve. I've been Chris, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in my future video content.